Hello, hello! Welcome to Crazy E Games. We're back in Genshin Impact. And, we're continuing this Klee story. The last video I did was a bit too long. I feel like it's like an hour. And, I was hoping there was like a point where I can stop. Which, I don't know, I did a really terrible job finding a stopping point. One of the things I'm trying to do now is make my videos a little longer, I guess. I was trying for 20 to 30 minutes in the past. And now, just to shake things up a bit, I want to try like 30 to 50 minutes, depending on how the story goes. Because I did notice, like, in previous story steps that the story does, like, it'll say, like, oh, this section complete, and then it'll go straight to the next one. But in this one, I actually haven't caught that animation or that prompt notification while I'm playing through the story. There was a lot of change in objectives, but the story quest itself didn't progress. So anyways, we're finally on this island. Pudding Island, apparently. There's Midnight Isle, and Broken Isle, and Twinning Isle. So I guess, why can't I zoom out more? So I guess this is what we're gonna have to do. Let's find out what's happening. I guess before I go into the story, in the last video I did mention a thing about Lisa. I'll just quickly show that off real quick. Let's replace Klee with Lisa for now. So in the lore, Lisa is supposed to be like one of the most powerful mages. I don't know why they decided to do that. They might as well make her a 5-star character if they're going to give her like such a crazy title. But they decided to make her a 4-star character and like a free-to-play accessible character, which makes it so that they can't really make her too powerful because she's free-to-play, and it won't really, if she can do everything or do what other like wishable characters, pullable characters can do, then people would just use her instead of trying to make wishes, and that would affect her bottom line. So like the free-to-play characters, at least in my opinion, like Lisa, Amber, Kea, there's enough jank like designed into their character kit to make them like not as powerful as a lot of the characters you can pull off banners and stuff. And for Lisa, it is like the way she like moves backwards. I know Mona moves backward too, but she has a bunch of like stuff in her kit, like the way she can like dash at really fast and go across water and stuff like that. But for her, she moves backwards, which doesn't combo well with people since you're constantly wanting to go back into the fight to go forward, but then she goes backwards. Whereas like Barbara, at the very least, she stands in the same place. So you can like kind of position her the way you want. But Elisa like flies backwards, which is weird. Another thing that's weird is that this thing is actually really powerful, but you can hold on to it for a very long time. When I feel like it should automatically, once you hit that threshold, it should automatically cast instead of like you having to let go for it to cast. And the one good thing is that she if you just press her ability, it recharges pretty fast. So but then the projectile itself like moves pretty slow, so like it doesn't really combo well with her normal attacks. But yeah, in the previous video I said I kind of found some way around the jank for her character kit, and I feel like, I don't know, it's interesting enough to kind of put a spotlight on. So even though I feel like her character kit is somewhat janky, you can kind of mitigate a lot of the jank just by the way you build her. So I have her with Favonius Codex, which regenerates energy really often, or fairly often. And I also gave her like an energy recharge artifact, which makes it so that her ult comes up as often as I guess I can get it. Even though, like, if we look at her cooldown is actually like 20 seconds and it costs 80, so it takes a while to gain enough of the energy particles to get it up. But I think a better way to build her really is to put Noble Lease on her, because the current set I have her on, I did have her on the Thundering Fury set, but I got rid of, I didn't really find the Overload, Electrocharge, Superconduct that useful, since she doesn't like have good AoE to really make use of that, since her normal attack is like a single target, and her AoE takes quite a long time to cast, and it also consumes stamina, which you kind of need to have the stamina to reposition her into certain areas, I feel like. So it kind of like clashes with the resource management in that sense. And like, this ability takes, I feel like, too long. It might be good against like bosses when you get them into like a burn phase, but like for general fighting mobs in the open world, it's not really that good. If anything, you can alternate between her normal attacks and her elemental skill pretty comfortably. This might be a thing that anyone can stumble on to. I feel like it's pretty obvious. Instead of like going through her entire attack chain and constantly flying further and further backwards, what you can do is do 1, 2, fire, 1, 2, fire, or maybe even start off with the elemental skill. Fire, 1, 2, fire, 1, 2. Oh, for some reason you didn't do the second one there. And if you don't have the timing down, you can just go 1, fire, 1, fire, 1, fire, 1, fire. I feel like that is still pretty good. I kind of wish there was like a training dummy, like a health thing, where you can just spawn a thing to attack just to see like how your damage is, like a DPS dummy, like a lot of MMOs and other RPGs have. But I feel like this is a good compromise to her weird jankness, where you just alternate between the two and try fire off this whenever you have time. I generally don't use this too often unless it's like I don't know, like those Reggie's vines, and you get them, you break their orb or whatever, and they fall down and they're not doing anything, so it gives you like ample opportunity. But usually in a fight, like in a domain or something, while I'm charging this, I always get interrupted. It's really hard for me to be able to pull this off comfortably. And when I do pull it off, it is pretty satisfying, but it's just so few and far between that I feel like it's not worth it. And another jank for her character kit is her ult. If like the ult just shocked people and put on Electro on them for reactions, I think that's fine. But for whatever reason, MiHoYo made it so that it like knocks people out of the field, so that it doesn't like it doesn't continuously hit them, which is a bit weird. I feel like when you apply her thing, it should like keep people in it, right, for the most damage. But it knocks people out of it, and I feel like that's weird. Sometimes like when the enemy is on the edge of her like little sphere, they're still being hit, which is good, but like, I don't know. It's just a little janky in my opinion. I kind of feel like it'll be better if they just didn't have that knockback on her ult, or made it so that the thing that lantern that she spawns follows her above her, so that she can chase people down with it or something. I don't know. I guess that would be too similar to Keia's like ult, because his like rotating icicles follow him around. But yeah, it just kind of supports my opinion that MiHoYo purposely designed jank into the free-to-play characters to get you to try your luck at pulling better characters. Anyways, that was a long explanation for this character. Hopefully, at least that like combo was something of use to people. Let's put Klee back in. Go to the boarding point. What's the boarding point? Hold up, hold up, hold up. I saw a resource there, and I was afraid to pick it up because it might do something. Oh, this is the... it's this thing, right? Echoing Tales. Like, you get an outfit for Barbara, which is cool, I guess. I kind of wish you're able to get all the outfits for characters just through, like, in-game means. But unfortunately, the Jean outfit... the Jean outfit is... you can only buy it with money, which is a little unfortunate for someone in my position who wants to stay free-to-play. Free-to-play has kind of become my identity at this point, so extra stubborn to not try and spend money. But I don't know, I feel like if I spend money, I'll open a door to something bad, and I might not be able to control it. That's kind of the problem with these predatory monetization. It like preys on people's like impulse buying sense and gambling, which is I kind of wish there was some way to regulate that or try to reduce that. Which I don't know, but then people would argue like people should be able to do business and have monetization models however they want in order to support their developers. I don't know. There's a huge conversation that I am not knowledgeable or well spoken enough to talk about. Let's just check out this conch. Why was there a young lady and an old lady's voice in that thing? So what happens? This isn't part of the story, by the way. This is just part of this event, and I was just curious. So what did I get? I don't really understand. I got 1 out of 10 here. Price of experimentation. Oh, that's just what the voice acting says. Okay. So I guess we'll find those conches litter out throughout this these series of islands, this archipelago. Let's actually do the story finally. 13 minutes in. Oh, there's a boat there. Oh yeah, there's like this like Wind Waker boat kind of thing I saw in the previews. Can we mount a cannon on it like in Wind Waker? Or have a grappling hook come out of it and dig for treasure? Or not dig. What would be the word for lowering grappler thing down into the bottom of the ocean and trying to fish something up? I still think the person who set up this whole thing is Klee's mom or someone like close to Klee. And they purposely put this boat here for us to use. The Wave Rider is a very mysterious waterborne vehicle that can be summoned to its skipper's side using a Wave Rider waypoint. Get close to the Wave Rider to board and set sail. You can summon it from a Wave Rider waypoint at any time, but one person can only own one Wave Rider. Wave Riders can accelerate to increase their speed. Wave Riders are also armed with 2 different weapons, the Swift Strike and Heavy Cannons. Nice, there's cannons on this thing. This is pretty awesome. The Heavy Cannons has more firepower. Like dyslexia there, and read fire as far more. The Heavy Cannons have more firepower, but goes on cooldown after being fired. Hold the jump button to stop sailing and leave the Wave Rider. Hold the jump button, okay. After leaving the Wave Rider, you can get close to it again to start sailing or use a Wave Rider waypoint to summon it to your side once more. Oh, that means the boat can only be used here. We can't keep it with us to use in the overworld in Teyvat. Cool. Let's do it. What do we have? Set sail. Yo ho ho, and a bottle of dandelion wine. So what's this? Fog diffuser diffuses over the surface of the sea around the Golden Apple Archipelago. Archipelago? Get careless and you might get lost. We have a mini-map, silly. Glimmering beacons floating on the ocean's surface are critical in lighting the way. When you sail close to a glimmering beacon, pulses will appear on the minimap. The closer you are to the glimmering beacon, the stronger the pulses will be. Adjust your course to follow the pulses to ensure that you are heading towards the beacon. The glimmering beacon's light will continuously twinkle. When you have reached the beacon, it will be activated and become lit. Lit, man! Use these beacons to avoid getting lost. Find the many islands within the fog and unlock their teleport waypoints. So there's like stuff over there you can see far in the distance. There's like silhouettes of different islands. Phew! Oh, this is just a run button. Can I deja vu? Dun 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 dun. Deja vu. I feel like in this place before. Higher on the streets, and I know it's time to come home. Calling you. That's like one of my favorite memes, the deja vu meme. I don't think that meme ever gets old, where people just like drift around things. Oh, there's people to fight there. Beep, beep, beep. Oh, okay. There's a smaller, can I break that somehow? Oh, I can. Hey there. There's no, like, crosshair or anything. So it's like, kind of hard to aim. No, don't drown. Can I pick up stuff while I'm in the boat? Nice. So can I just shoot? Oh, it bounces off. I can go backwards. Pew. Is there a point in breaking these? Oh no, it's getting foggy. Alright, Klee, how are you? How strong are you? So my Barbara doesn't have any good artifacts at the moment. I originally had her using a Wanderer's Troop set, which I kinda leveled up somewhat high, but I feel like Elemental Mastery didn't really fit her playstyle, or at least the playstyle that I want her to have. So I kinda changed her up a little bit with some new artifacts. But I haven't had the opportunity to level her artifacts up all that much, so I guess I can show it. What's the achievement I got? Yo ho ho, and a bottle of dandelion wine. Sweet, more Primo Gems. Character. I guess I'll just show off all my characters. She's using the Widith. I think that's a book, a catalyst you gotta pull from wishes. It's not part of the game, or it's not unlockable through gameplay. And it just increases her crit damage. And whenever every like iteration, every 10 seconds, I guess, or every 30 seconds, you get a 10-second buff. And the buff can be one of three things: either attack is increased, elemental damage is increased, or elemental mastery is increased. So I don't know, all three of those kind of works with Klee. It's just that the elemental mastery one is that's kind of like the worst one out of the three, I feel like, because you have to have elemental reactions in order for that one to work, whereas the other two automatically gets applied no matter what. She's using Crimson Witch of Flames, which just straight up buffs her pyro damage, and she only does pyro damage, so it's like perfect for her. And also, if you do elemental reaction, they're like 40% stronger. Oh wait, for the set ones is 40%. For the ones that scale with your power, it's 15%. And also, if you use your elemental skill hits often, it also boosts the second piece bonus. It like I think stacks it 3 times, so it can go 15%, and then when you get 1 stack, it becomes you plus 7.5. So it'll be plus 22.5, 22.5, and then it is plus 15, so it'll be 30, and then 37.5. So if you are focusing on elemental reactions, you'll be able to make her pyro damage just straight up 37.5 percent stronger just through this set. And of course, like there's crit rate and crit damage afterwards that gets applied to her damage, which if I go in, I had a really good pull for the flower artifact. I had a pretty good pull for the feather artifact instead of like energy recharge. I feel like is pretty useful for Klee since she pretty much have like Gundam funnels, like new Gundam funnels when she uses her ult. So it's just automatic damage wherever she goes. So having an energy recharge is actually not too bad for her. And this one is not too good. Defense and HP. I guess she won't be as squishy, so you can kind of take a bit more take a bit more punishment. But this one is not too good, but it's the best I got for this. Oh, actually, these are pretty high level. So yeah, she's like my main DPS. Oh yeah, I got this pyro damage, but it's actually Archaic Petra set. Unfortunately, this is a quirk of this game where you're going for 1 elemental damage, but then the artifact itself doesn't actually match the elemental damage, so it like breaks up your set in a really OCD disturbing way. Like, won't it be nice if this entire set, like there's like a five piece bonus too, so that you can just get the 5-piece. Actually, I hope they don't put a 5-piece bonus, because I'll be chasing it, and the RNG is just so terrible to interface with in this game that I don't want to do that. So pyro damage boosted, and this is just crit rate, and I think the substats on this is pretty terrible, but it is crit rate, and comboing it with the crit damage catalyst, it makes her pretty badass. So Jean is half Viridescent Werner and half Gladiators, so that her attack is as high as I can get it, I guess. And I pretty much focus on her poking people with her elemental skill. She's using Festering Desire as an energy recharge, which is really good since her ult heals and also cleanses. So having her ult up as soon as possible is usually good. And this sword boosts her elemental skill, which is why I gave her the Anemo damage bonus, but not like a full VV set, because the 4-piece bonus doesn't really apply to her since her ult doesn't pulse. It just attacks people going in and out of it, unfortunately. So there's really no... It's kind of at a disadvantage, at least compared to having more attack. It's not as good. So that's why I gave her 2 Gladiators artifacts. And one of the Gladiators is actually Anemo damage, which the substats aren't too good, but Anemo damage just makes her elemental skill do way more damage. And yeah, she has a crit rate, which substats are eh. This one, the substats are meh. The energy recharge is kind of what makes it, kind of redeems it a little bit. This is badass. Crit rate, crit damage, energy recharge, but the elemental mastery is not too good. But I got like the crit damage up really high for this one, luckily, I guess. And this one is like pretty good too. Actually, I think the substats on this one is better than the substats on this one, since energy recharge is pretty useful on Jean, in my opinion. So yeah, she heals by her attack stats, so what I could do really is flip it with. Oh, did I get rid of that? I might have gotten rid of it. I had a VV cup that I was using with attack, but the substats on it was like HP defense, and energy recharge or elemental mastery or something like that. So even though I upgraded it, I absorbed that into a different artifact. But yeah, if you want her to do more damage, you would probably give her like an attack, like as much attack as possible. But I feel like this is a good balance. She does quite a bit of damage through her really low cooldown elemental skill, which gets boosted by this sword pretty much, because this increases the crit rate of the elemental skill and also like the damage of it. So yeah, that's pretty good. Oh yeah, this is why I started to talk about my characters in the first place. So her weapon isn't too good. I guess I can give her this. Maybe this is better for her since it's level 80. It does a bit more output. No, I'll leave her with this since for Barbara, for the way I build Barbara right now, I want her to be constantly getting energy so that her elemental burst comes up as soon as possible, because I actually normally if you want her as a healer, you want to give her HP related artifacts, but I pretty much made her like a DPS character, except for this one with this a bit of healing bonus instead of like crit rate or something. But yeah, none of these. Actually, this one is pretty high level. I think I pulled this one off of either Chi-Chi or Diona, and I gave it to her. But yeah, this is only level 2. This is not even leveled up at all. And this is level 6 and this is level 7. So she's not that strong, but I think she should be able to do enough healing for what will be coming towards me. So yeah, this is not really that story heavy so far. We're half an hour in. I feel like I should be like streaming instead of recording myself play these games, since at least there's like an interactive element to streaming. But I don't know. I'm a bit camera shy, I guess, and I don't have like the safety net of being able to edit my videos in case like something embarrassing happens. Let's do it. So I gotta follow these things to the next area. I wonder what that gear means. Deja vu. Oh, jeez. I was saying that earlier. Oh, that's pretty funny. They put that in the deja vu meme, man, because I was drifting with the boat. Oop. That's pretty funny. The developers have a pretty good sense of humor in this game with like the memes. They're caught up with the memes. They got a lot of meme references in this game. So yeah, she pokes people, and because it has such a low cooldown, she can like actually. The one benefit of her is pretty much this. That's one way to like destroy everyone. Can I actually hit him from here? Oh wow. Oops. I don't have a bow character to be able to fight against. And Klee isn't really a... She's not really ranged like other catalysts, because she throws these like arcing bombs. Oh, it's so nice to be opening chests and exploring again. Alright. Okay. Pick up this. Okay. The controls for this thing is a little bit weird. You can like do this. Okay, that was weird. Never mind. I thought you can, like, turn it around and, like, have, like, tank controls. But I was just being stupid, I guess. Oh. This is actually pretty fun. I like it. I like it a lot. Oh, the boat itself has a health bar. So does that mean it will be fighting like other boats at some point? Or maybe like sea monsters? Should we be making our landing on this? Let's check it out. What do we have here? It's actually not that often that MiHoYo wants you to explore as part of the story. They usually like have the story take you to a place, and then the quest would end, and it's up to you if you want to explore or not. But right now, exploring is actually part of this story objective. Oops, I wanted to switch. I guess I didn't show Lumine's artifact. She just has kind of a terrible. It's leveled up, but a terrible gladiator set. I'll just show it off real quick. Yeah, that's not. These actually aren't too bad. Physical damage, crit rate. Crit rate's at level 0 though. Physical damage, attack, HP. I guess those two are always the same. The feather and the flower. But her weapon is the prototype rancor, which is also physical damage. Not a lot of crit rate for her, but that's okay. Oh. Nice. And there's also apparent. Oh, it's nice that they put that the seashell thing, the conches, is that what you would call it, on the map, so that you know at the very least you can see on the map where they are. Are they always there? It's not on the overworld map, just labeled for you on the mini map. So you still have to look for them. It's just that once you get close to them, at least you can. It's like easier to find out where they are. Yeah! Bukan Hanapi. Is there a way to climb these? That's weird that they create a thing that you can't climb. Can I climb the side of this? No. Well, this is gonna take a while since... Wait. Can I somehow pull him down? It's kind of annoying. Only I had a bow character in my team, right? Oh wait, I can climb on the side of that. And somehow he still hits me though. What? What is this? This is so annoying. Alright. Why, MiHoYo? Why? Why do you do this? I don't think I can. Yeah, I can't add a bow character into my team. I suck him in. I guess that got the job done. Oh, opening. Oh, here's another thing.
時が過ぎるのはあっという間じゃな。わしも年を取った。
Is that Madam Ping?
愛しの孫娘よ、こっちへおいで。ずいぶん重たくなったの。もう一人前じゃ。これが何か知っているか？我が家の家宝じゃよ。バーヤの先祖たちがこれを抱えてここへ来た。それを今、童謡とともにお前に託そう。通り抜けるは川一筋。
Cool. Is there any other stuff here? My like I know I'm supposed to be focusing on the story, but the exploration, like I love exploration in games, and that is like taking over. I just want to continue to explore. Why would a boat have stamina? Is that like our NOS? Oh, there's a waypoint in this one. That's one of the 4 beacons I need to light up. So this will be a second beacon then. Oh jeez, Klee just does way more damage than everyone else on this team. No. Maybe I shouldn't even pick those up. I have so many of those damage mats. Were they sacrificing this? These chicken fowls? Alright, what do you got? For some reason, the camera still like zooms in randomly for no reason. And why is this thing not? Oh, that's why. Why can't we climb these? That's so weird. Did I wake you? I'm sorry. Ever since we did that Helichurl event where we like talk to Helichurls and make friends with them, it makes you like wonder why we're still like trying to kill them. Especially now that we know that they're supposed to be like cursed Kenryans, like Daneslave's people. They're like supposed to be people who's been cursed to be stupid. To be lesser beings, might I say. To climb to the top. I wonder what this is. Was this like part of a boat or something that crashed here? That's a man-made structure. I was referencing Cortana in Halo 1 where you come across this obviously like not natural tunnel formation, and Cortana's like, this tunnel formation seems to be man-made. And say, no, really, Cortana, really. Let's keep climbing. I'm like so curious to explore. My mind is wandering. That's 2. So I went here, 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 and then here. No, I don't think I've been here at all. I think I just went here and here, and then I went here. So I haven't actually been here. And it looks like there's something here. Oh well, I won't explore too much. How do I get my boat? I'll at least get the conch if I come across them, but I won't explore too much. Just keep the story moving for the sake of getting the story to move on. Because I'll be able to spend hours just like taking in the scenes. I feel like it's a mistake for them to play the voice acting out as we find them, out of order. But I guess we can kind of, in our minds, keep in mind like what's happening. But I feel like since it's out of order, we would probably have to go back into here and at the very least read what order they're in to kind of get the complete picture, like a good idea of what's going on. Especially since there's like so many different ones, and it seems like each one of these is a different story. And unless they like play in order, unless they make it like it plays in order as we get them. But clearly it's not we're not unlocking them in order. Oh well. Ooh. I don't have a bow character. I just have to. I know I said I was gonna do the story as fast as possible. But these things are just so fun. Oop. This would be so much easier if there was a mouse and keyboard for me. It's so satisfying to get chests in the open world again. It's kind of a pain to have to switch my team constantly, though. Maybe I should put a bow user in my team just to take care of those, like... just to take care of those... people standing on those like watchtowers. So which way do we want to go now? Probably towards this one? Wait. Okay. Probably towards this one then. So southwest. There actually isn't any guns on this ship, so what's actually launching that? At least bumping into those things don't cause damage. So boats have been coming here, and Healy turtles are here, so... Oh, I wonder if this makes it go faster without using up as much stamina. But anyways, like there's boats here, there's Healy turtles here, so this is not too isolated. From like the rest of Teyvat, right? I kind of wish it was like the Batmobile in Arkham Knight, I think it was, where it like launches Batman at people, and he like launches him up high in the air, and he can start gliding with his cape. It just in this one, it just launches you up slightly higher. I wonder if we'll ever get the ability to dive, because that's what this seems like it would suggest. You'll be able to dive down and start swimming. Kind of like in Guild Wars 2. Where's my boat? Unfortunately, there's not too much story going on. It's just me exploring trying to get to the objectives. But I guess it's juxtaposes with the last video, where it's only dialogue, pretty much. Where this is like exploration and combat. I kind of wish I had better things to say, or funnier jokes to make as I'm playing. Like, look at me drift around these. Yeah, I don't know. But, I don't know, I'm not really inspired to be funny right now. What was that? What was that bubble? Let's run into it and find out what happens. I wonder why there was those bubbles. I wonder if you're supposed to just shoot them from the boat instead of coming in here to actually fight them. Cool, I guess. This does remind me a lot of Wind Waker, where you find like little things full of enemies to fight, like jujus and moblins and stuff. Juju jellies, I think they were called. They go like no, that is not the way. This is the way. Do you know the way? Interesting. Do we really need to follow those beacons? Can I not just, like, go straight downwards towards that? Like, I know there's a waypoint there, or will it, like, make me, like, all of a sudden, oh, you're lost in the fog. Oh, no. Kind of thing, because in Wind Waker, if you're sailing and you find these barrels and you go through them, it starts rewarding you with rupees, giving you a little obstacle course, but I don't know. Like, I think they kind of ruined that beacon thing by giving us the location of these waypoints. Like, I can just like make a beeline to it instead of following those beacons. But maybe following those beacons we'll find treasure or something, I don't know. Bam! I forgot they're actually immune to Anemo damage. Alright, what you got? That's what you get for messing with Klee. You get moided. Moided. Oh, there's a chest over there. I'll do the exploration stuff on my own time. I think I'll just do this and wrap things up. Ring! Oh, it tells you to go back here. Nice. I guess we'll just teleport back here. What do we have? Nice. Oh, it looks so beautiful. Nice.
4つの明かりはすべて灯した。これから何が起きるのだろうか。いい天気。気を抜いたらダメだってわかってるけど、ついつい夏の太陽を満喫したくなっちゃうね。クレイ、お魚をドカンしたい。
Let's blow up some fish.
クレイ、ここはモンド城じゃない。警戒を怠るな。わかった。パイモンちゃん、ドド大魔王を見つけたら一緒に説得してね。そしたら、
yeah.
お魚をドカンしに行こう。いいぞ、約束だな。ドド大魔王、一体何者なんだ？
You seem concerned, Jean.
ああ、私もこの地は初めてだからな。
それにクレイには申し訳ないが、私がなすべきことは大魔王の説得ではなく、君たちの安全を守ることだ。突然の手紙に常人ではたどり着けないような軍刀、偶然にしてはよくできすぎている。このような招待状が子供に届くはずがない。
I think my theory that it is Klee's mom setting this whole thing up for her still stands, even though this is like kind of out of nowhere. And how can a regular person like Jean or Klee's mom know how to get here? But then Klee's mom, Alice, is the writer of like the Teyvat Travels Guide, and she's like a renowned adventurer, so maybe she found a way to get here. I'm still clinging on to hope that that is what's going on.
確かに怪しいよね。私もしっかりしないと。
I wonder if they'll ever make Klee's mom like a playable character who's like a bigger version of Klee with more explosives.
みんな、この辺りを探索してみようぜ。
Carefree and ready to explore. Classic
パイモンの
Paimon.
言う通りだ。晴れているうちに辺りをもう一度確認してみよう。
見たことも聞いたこともない島だったけど、あなたがそばにいると不思議と安心できるな。そうだ、せっかくだし泳いでみない？
Aw, yeah.
綺麗な景色を目の前にすると、バーバラは相変わらず気が緩むな。旅人、安心して探索してくるといい。もし危険を察知したら、
Oh, thank you,
私がす
Jean.
ぐ駆けつける。
You're always so caring. That's what I like about you.
面倒なことが起きなければいいんだが。
Just be like super creepy all the time. Now that we're alone, Jean, we can have fun on the beach. Yeah, it's too creepy. No, don't do that. We'll just adventure on this like a regular brand of adventurers. We'll explore, we'll find treasure, we'll fight enemies, and it'll be a grand time. Oh. So yeah, this concludes our first part of this story. And immediately we're told, oh, there's stuff going on here. Cool. Yeah, immediately we are told to explore this entire thing as part of the story step. Normally, as I said before, they just have you like, the story step will just bring you here and it's up to you to do the exploring. But yeah, they included it in the story step this time, which was a little different, I guess. But anyways, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I know near the end there, or near the second quarter or the third quarter, I kind of ran out of enthusiasm because it was more or less the same thing. Like the gameplay from this initial island to this island was pretty much repeated, going to this island and then going to this island. So like there was nothing much to really talk about. So yeah, hope you enjoyed nonetheless, and if you would like to see me continue to play through this, please subscribe, then you'll be able to see me release videos as I release them. Does that make sense? That was a weird sentence. Anyways, hope to see you in the next one. Goodbye!